welcome to the Friday morning edition of Mornings with Luann and Tim. It's late. We're late.
We're at the zombie checkpoint, Lou.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Do you feel like a zombie this morning?
I feel like a late zombie.
Wow.
There was a very substantial accident on Great Northern Road just in front of Toyota dealership, and a transport truck annihilated a utility pole.
There's footage.
And so the power here was knocked out, and I'm sure
Luann.
the power everywhere else has been knocked out, and you can see that transport has been squished. So he took out a pole, and the driver is in hospital with life-threatening injuries. That's a 60-kilometer-an-hour zone. I don't know yet from police exactly what occurred. There were no other vehicles involved. So he...
It's wet. I wonder if he just hit a patch, I don't know, a fishtail into the... But 60 kilometers an hour to get that kind of damage, I don't know, Lou.
And you know what? I'm looking at the cab,
sorry
too.
for the gentleman.
Yes, absolutely. I'm looking at the cab, and from here anyway, it doesn't look like it's been damaged a lot. So I don't know how
maybe it was a
hurt.
medical incident. Maybe that's the life-threatening injury is something that happened, nothing to do with the collision.
I wonder if he was outside the... Oh, no, he couldn't have been because he took out the utility pole. Unfortunate situation.
Terrible.
That's why we're late.
Yes.
But we're so happy that you stuck in there with us and you joined us late. I hope you had an extra cup of coffee, because I did.
Did you?
Did you?
I'm still on my first one.
Are you?
But you know what I like about Fridays? Our friend Kevin Collar brings in donuts.
Donuts!
Yeah, I sometimes I miss my breakfast, and so I can always count on Kevin. Thanks, Kevin, on Fridays for the donuts.
For the donuts. I thought you were going to say you love Fridays because it's...
The last day.
Feline furs and friends.
It's
Fridays.
It's Triple F Friday all over. It's felines, furry friends, and
feathers.
What do I call it? Furs and
feathers.
Although we haven't had.
No,
we did have the cockatiels in here once. The little birds. Remember the bald ones, the little monk heads?
Yes.
But no, it's also Fall Festival Friday. See, another
Donny
Hill singer's coming back, and she's bringing Wendy McIsaac.
Imagine?
Wendy McIsaac from Cape
Not related to Ashley
at all. She's here, but Ashley's here too. But Ashley's not coming in. I don't think Ashley does mornings.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ashley McIsaac's playing with the Fall Festival, and so is Wendy McIsaac, but they're not related. And Wendy's going to be here this morning with Donna.
Isn't that awesome?
We have a recorded interview that I'll be airing today that I did with Rotary. It's their 100th anniversary in Sault Ste. Marie. Rotary Club in Sault Ste. Marie, 100 years.
That's a lot of help for kids.
It is.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. And so anyway, there's a gala coming up. So we're going to be talking about the gala in this
celebration.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
You know what I did?
No.
You know how I am about animals. I'm scared.
But you don't like them?
Not so much that I don't like them, but that I don't like them. I'm a little nervous around them. I feel like a cat might just and scratch my eyes out, and dogs have teeth, so enough said. I brought in a case of wet cat food because the Humane Society needs to feed these poor little animals.
I forgot to do that. Oh, I feel like a horrible human being.
See, I didn't forget.
Okay, I promised her last week I would do it. Now I feel ashamed because I have to face them today and say I did not do it. I will bring in 2 cases of wet cat food. Just to top you.
Sure. So you know what? I was perusing because we had some extra time this morning.
Yeah, well,
Joni Mitchell, of course, is like huge. Hasn't been seen an awful lot because she was sick with a stroke. I think it was a stroke. I believe something, but she's been very, very quiet. She is writing a book, or is publishing a book, and it's called Joni on Joni. And in the book,
does she reveal?
Disses Bob Dylan.
Okay.
She says, quote, "He's musically not gifted." Bob Dylan.
Yeah, wait. Is Bob Dylan the most?
Yes.
But he's a great songwriter.
He's a great songwriter. You know what? He's an icon.
We need a technician in here because thank you very much. We just had some major feedback on our headphones, so.
And she's also saying that she is wishing Taylor Swift good luck because apparently Taylor Swift is going to play Joni Mitchell in Joni Mitchell's biopic.
There's going to be a biopic?
Yes, apparently.
And Taylor Swift is going to play Joni? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does that mean that Taylor Swift is going to sing Joni Mitchell's songs, or is she going to lip sync to Joni Mitchell? Because Taylor Swift does not sound like Joni Mitchell. There are better people to sing Joni Mitchell music than Taylor Swift.
She fits her physically, though.
But the voice, that Joni Mitchell voice, Taylor can't do that.
No?
Oh, no!
Really?
No.
At all? Could she learn it?
You tell me. I don't think so.
No,
Taylor Swift's voice is not Joni Mitchell's stuff. Joni Mitchell, no, come on. Pay Paradise.
No, yes.
All that stuff.
I think Taylor Swift could do that song.
That whole album, Blue, that jazzy kind of smoky. I don't know.
Maybe she'll surprise us.
All right, maybe
awesome.
she will. But Joni Mitchell, and Joni Mitchell has smoked forever.
Yes, that's what I hear.
Just like chain
Still
smoking.
does?
Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah, smoking.
You know what? It's going to start to show.
But it already has.
Yeah.
Well, now, if you listen to, was it Clouds and Things and the Clouds.
Oh, yes.
I looked at life from both sides
Yes.
now. You listen to the original Both Sides Now when Joni was younger and how like the bell clear, but then you listen to the most recent version, which I think is even better. The full
it's a little
symphonic, it's the
husky.
symphonic version. It's
Ooh.
completely rearranged with a symphony orchestra and Joni.
love that song.
Check it out! And it's that smoky, dulcet Joni, and she still sings it
Really?
beautifully, but it's a whole nother voice from smoking all those years.
Wow. And she's still making it work.
She is
Megyn Kelly.
fired.
Holy moly.
Mutually fired.
Bye-bye. And it's interesting because Gayle King says she
King,
clearly
is she talk show?
stepped in it.
For those who don't
I would
know,
say that that's fair.
Megyn Kelly made a remark about blackface, not understanding why can't you put blackface on for Halloween? You just want to dress up like a person who happens to be black. What's wrong with coloring your skin? I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I'm white and I don't get it.
But most racists don't get it.
Yeah.
She's also been known to have said that Santa Claus is white. Hey kids, she said, Santa Claus is white. And by the way, Jesus was too.
She said that.
She
And
said
she
that
still had a
on
job on
national.
Fox.
Yes.
That was on Fox.
She said that on national
Then she moved
television.
to NBC's Today Show. A lot of her Fox viewers apparently dropped off because they felt that she was a traitor going to mainstream media.
Oh, their loyalties, just touching, isn't it?
And then the other, of course, people from mainstream media, like the people who are not racist.
Yes.
The people who aren't far right. They didn't like the fact that she was on the show. And anyway, even her co-hosts and other NBC celebrities spoke out and said, mm-mm. So bye-bye, Megyn Kelly. Sorry about your $70 million contract over 3 years.
I wonder if they'll have to settle with her.
I don't know. I would love it if there were a clause in her Why am I so vindictive? If there were a clause in her contract that said, sorry, you were all racist on air, and so, you don't get nothing.
I wonder what your contract is like then.
I don't have one.
Right?
You know who else is looking for work these days? Shelley Long.
Shelley Long. Oh,
Remember
from
Shelley Long
Cheers.
from Cheers? Okay, well,
Yes.
Shelley Long was playing the mother character on not the mother on Modern Family. She played, I think, the mother of the father on Modern Family. You know Modern Family?
No, I don't watch it.
Okay, well, it's a TV show, Lou.
Yes.
And anyway, it's very popular. It's been on for 10 years. Shelley Long's character, Dee Dee, has been on this show for 7 episodes in 10 years.
Wow.
And there was a big thing about, they're killing off a major character on Modern Family. And all the actors were scared and they were all nervous. Who are they going to kill
The
off?
actors didn't even know?
No.
Oh, that's nice.
And then it was revealed, and I guess the episode, now they do anyway.
Yes.
It was Dee Dee. Shelley Long's character was killed off, and it was just, she apparently had, I think she had a heart attack on the way to a women's group or something in the script.
Oh, really?
So now all the fans are really upset.
Oh.
Not because they killed off Dee Dee, because they
They
tricked them. How dare you lead us along and make us think a major character is being killed, and seven episodes in 10 years is not a major character. People
They're
are
right.
just, I know, but
They're
you know,
right.
wasn't it clever though? Everyone tuned in to find out who died.
Absolutely clever.
Marketing.
But I'd be ticked off.
I'd be ticked off if I were Shelley Long.
I would too. But she got puffy. She did.
What do you
I mean,
mean?
I'm older.
What do you
and
mean
I got
she got
puffy.
puffy?
Well, but from like 12, 15 years ago, I'm puffier than I was.
You're the
She's puffy. Her face is a little poofy. Poofy puffy, Shelley. Yeah. It's that age thing. Snort.
I know. Well, puff happens.
Puff happens. puff occurs.
Puff the magic eyelids hang down my cheeks. Why do I sing for everything, Luann?
I don't know why you do, because that's like your instinct.
It is. Everything is a song.
Everything is a song, everything.
Hey, this is the last show that Keith Bowser gets to watch from home.
Aw, Keith.
Bye, baby.
Aw.
Goes back to Sudbury to work on Letterkenny on Sunday.
I didn't even get to see you this summer.
It's winter now. Fall.
Fall.
It's going to be winter. When does winter start?
December.
December 21st?
Somewhere in there.
So what is this right now? Fall still?
Yes.
Doesn't feel like fall.
No, it doesn't.
What are you doing for Halloween? Did we talk about that already?
No. Well, I have.
Oh,
a
you
big,
said you have
big
two
box.
kids.
Yeah, both my kids, I think, if they haven't moved out of the neighborhood, are going to come to the door, and we have a box this big of cheesies for two kids,
right. Well,
because Jim said, let's buy something that I like, because there's going to be some leftovers. So we bought 50 bags of cheesies
for two kids.
Well,
I was
Jim's got a permanent orange cheesy ring around his mouth right now.
Jim has an orange ring and Luann's got the red wine ring.
That's right. You eat your cheesy sausage around here.
Excuse me, please. I don't think my cold is going to get worse. By the way, remember that cold that I had that I was fighting?
Yes.
I don't know. Normally it moves into my chest. So far, so good, folks. I think.
Awesome.
You can tell me. You can say what you want about the fakeness of.
Cold effects.
Yeah, I think it worked.
You know what? Through all your whining, I think the cold just decided, I'm not sticking around
I
here.
can't take it. Stay tuned for the show today. We're full of fun stuff and news from Luann. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
It's just a jump to the left.
I am thrilled. Now I'm thrilled to welcome to the studio Diane Marshall and Bob Caricato. These fine folks are from the Rotary Club of Sault Ste. Marie, and it is the 100th anniversary of the club in our community.
That's right.
That's crazy. You have been the president for, that's crazy, it's been that long. How long have you been president of the Rotary Club Sault Ste. Marie, Bob?
I just, July 1st was installed, actually June 17th, the day before we actually turned 100 years
No
old.
kidding.
It was June 18th, 1918 was the 100th, or when it was
That was the actual
date.
start date.
Incorporated date.
Wow. And now, how long have you been involved, Diane?
No, not 100 years. I've been a member since 1990.
A member since 1990, but now you're currently the chair for the 100th anniversary gala.
Gala, that's
And
correct.
you're the chair of the 100th anniversary committee.
Correct, which encompasses a number of subcommittees, of which she is one.
Okay,
The gala.
I got presidents, I got chairs, and it turns out now you're an assistant governor for the district, for the Rotary
That's
district.
correct.
I feel.
We're organized.
I'm outranked, folks. These people. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about why. Why have you gotten involved? What do you get out of being involved in the Rotary Club of Sault Ste. Marie, Diane? What do you love about it?
First of all, the members, and I love working with them, and we do a lot of community projects, and then we also do international projects as well.
The international project we were just talking about before we came on air.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Well,
it's fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's End Polio.
End polio.
It started back in 1988. There was roughly 350,000 cases in the world of polio. And so Rotary decided to embark on a plan to eradicate polio. We're now at the stage where there's only 3 countries, Pakistan, Nigeria, and Afghanistan, and there's only a total of 11 reported cases, which is amazing. Amazing.
So
And
in our history, that is one of only 2 diseases that's going to be knocked off the face of the earth.
correct.
The first you told me was smallpox.
Smallpox. that's
Smallpox is no more.
right. That's right.
And now, thanks to the efforts of Rotary International, we're down to only 11 existing cases of polio.
In the world.
It's crazy. I mean, this is fantastic. So,
We've had help with that.
I'm
We've
certain.
helped especially with the Bill Gates
Bill Gates
funds
Foundation.
and the World Health Organization.
Nice.
Yes.
So we eradicate polio. Then what's going to happen?
Well,
Anybody's guess?
Well, yes, that's right. It'll come from the members, the actual Rotarians. It will come to some grassroots movement, just like it did back in
Just like it did with polio.
1988. It will come. There's talk, there's rumors. It might be water. Water is very important.
Absolutely, environment, all that stuff. The options are endless, but you're going to be there to stand by and
We hope so.
contribute as you can. Now, community-wise, let's talk about how Rotarians are involved in the actual community of Sault Ste. Marie and the District of Algoma.
Well, our main focus, of course, for many years has been the Children's Rehab Center and children with physical disabilities.
Yes.
They now are called Thrive.
Ah,
And so that's a wonderful name for their center, and their we have a great focus in helping them as well, and as well if you take a look at the park down at Bellevue Park,
Yes.
the playground, and it's now completely accessible for our children with physical challenges, and we've been instrumental in getting that up and running.
it is a beautiful playground.
It is.
And it's always popular. I mean, you always see people there taking advantage of the equipment in the area.
Right.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So now, how are we going to celebrate this 100th anniversary? What's going on?
Well, throughout the year, there's been a number of activities.
Oh,
that
you
we've
mentioned
been
there's
doing.
already something that's already been ongoing.
That's right. It started back in February. It was called Rotary Gives 100,
Right.
where normally we don't. We do give all our money, whatever we raise, back to the public. But this time there was a grassroots movement, really, where it was a family. If they were in need of a lift for their disabled child, or a wheelchair specialized, or a hearing device, or anything that they needed, then all we asked them to do back in February was 1 month. Put in an application, a couple paragraphs, tell us what your project was up to. It could have been a project for an organization as well. And no more than $5,000, and we would entertain it if we could. Lo and behold, much to our amazement, and also it was discouraging in another way, was 110 applications put in, more than $500,000 worth of requests. And we only had 100,000. So
Only?
it tears, it just tears at your heart, really. And you have to say, well, can you do that project? You wanted 5, can you go do with 1,000? And sure enough, we did, and they would say yes, and it went off and made a lot of people happy.
Have you distributed the whole $100,000 already?
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
gone.
I guess it doesn't last long, does it?
No, not at all.
No. Well, but as you say, there's so many families that are in need, and groups as well.
Yep.
So what's coming up with when is this gala going to be
Our
there?
gala is sort of be the culmination of our celebrations, and it'll be on November 20th. And we're really excited. We have a stupendous dinner planned and evening with our guest speaker will be Jennifer Jones, and Jennifer Jones has been on the Rotary International Board, and she's a well sought after speaker, and we're thrilled that she's going to be with us to help us celebrate.
Does Jennifer speak sort of in general about Rotary, or does she have a particular issue that she speaks on, or is she a motivational speaker?
She's a motivational speaker for Rotarians and the work of Rotary.
Okay.
And she'll tie it in with our celebration and what we've been doing in the community.
So this is a celebration. Is it also celebration / fundraiser?
No, it's
No,
Not a
at all.
fundraiser. This is just a party.
It
Yeah,
is
exactly.
a party. It's
That's right.
going to be a dandy
Where
party.
are you doing this?
We're doing it at the Marconi Hall. That's
With
where
our
we meet
friend
every week.
Rosetta.
Right. Yes. So it's fun planning
Now
with
it's
her.
the Marconi Cultural Center. We don't
It
call it the
is.
hall anymore because she's
No.
bringing back the Italy, eh, Bob?
Yeah, right. She is. There's lots going on there.
So it's at the Marconi, November the
20th.
20th. And so there's a meal.
Yes.
And what
a
else? A speaker.
and just a lot of
Good-
good fun.
Good fun. Great
Yeah.
company.
Right.
Where are the tickets available?
The ticket at our Rotary office
Which is?
is on Queen Street,
It is. I know it.
Yes.
I can picture it as I go along, right by that bicycle shop.
right beside
Next
it.
door.
Right
I
next door
know.
to the bicycle
Great
shop.
storefront
Blaster.
location you guys have
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's right across from Sue Blaster, the old Woolco store.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are
And-
aged like you, Tim. You know.
Hey, I think you're right about that, Bob. Shush, though. Tell me about how much the tickets are then.
The tickets are $100 per person.
Okay.
Right?
And you're getting the, I should say, the speaker and then the amazing meal and
Yes, and a little wine, a little champagne,
Never
of
hurt.
course, to celebrate.
Absolutely.
And no, we're really excited about it, and it's a great way to culminate our celebrations of the year.
yeah. Is there anything coming up between now and the gala as far as Rotary's concerned? Is it events or things that people get involved in or?
The only thing is the end polio. It's October
Okay.
24th is the day. That's the day worldwide within Rotary is to fundraise and basically.
So there's where we
We-
could use some help, eh?
Yeah,
Fundraising is
yes.
the October 24th.
Yeah, Superior Heights have a great program there.
Do they?
And, yeah, there's a class, and every year they pink. Well, what they do is when they immunate
Immunize
the kids, immunize the kids. That's right. That's the word.
Yeah.
They put a pink. They paint your fingernail pink on your on your baby finger, so
Okay.
they
They
know
know.
that they've done them. And so these kids are young adolescents, whatever, at Superior Heights. They put on a program. They usually raise, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Yeah, they have different
do an
things,
excellent
and-
job.
So is this, it's not too late. If someone wants to get involved or has
sure.
an idea for how they can help raise money for the end
Oh.
polio, they could get a hold of you guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they
Absolutely.
call the Rotary office on Queen
exactly.
Street,
They
you're in
can
the
help
book.
us.
Do you have a website or Facebook or anything?
Yes, we do.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
It's
Just-
Rotary.org.
Rotary.org is the website. and
That's
then-
well, that's the
our
national.
internet.
But then they can find you through there, I'm
I was
sure.
gonna
If
say
it's rotarysue.com.
Oh, we just looked that up as a matter of fact.
Oh,
Rotary
we
Sue,
did to
and
get
it's
our logo.
SAULT.
That's right.
RotarySue.com.
That's right.
And then a Facebook page, probably, eh?
Oh yes, by
Yeah.
all means.
I'll
I'm on there every week.
Are you?
Every time there's a presenter, we're looking for you to come and present.
I'll come and present. And
Then
you know,
you'll have my picture, you and I.
for all eternity, I will say, frame that one.
Yeah.
What about membership? You looking for more? You're always looking for members, aren't you?
Oh, we always are. And people that are interested in serving their community,
Can they just come for a lunch and see what
yes,
it's all
they can.
about?
They can seek us out and come and just see what rolls out.
Do you do a regular lunch still, you guys?
Yes. It's
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday
at the Marconi.
at the Marconi.
Yep.
Yeah.
So someone could just stop by, even if they're not a member, to find out more. Is that possible? To sit down on
Sure.
a luncheon?
Surely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Quite often, if they know a member and have a member come and be a guest
with
of
a
that
member.
member.
So much
We
great stuff.
encourage
And
that.
you said you just interviewed 3 students, potential Rotary exchange students?
Yes, potential. Yes,
We're
yes.
hosting one right now from France. Her
Yes.
name is Deborah. And another one from the Rotary North Club is Sophia, and she's from Finland. They're here.
I met one of them. I think I met Sophia from Finland at that leadership camp out at Billabong or
That's
whatever.
right.
Billa, whatever.
Yes.
Billawin. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were
That's
down.
a great thing too.
She just announced that today at the meeting that she's tried ice hockey and she's joining ice hockey.
Fantastic.
That's right.
Okay, so there you go. You don't need to hear any more. You know the great work that Rotarians do. It's Rotary Club of Sault Ste. Marie. The gala is November the 20th. Tickets are on sale at the Rotary office. For more information, rotarysue.com. Bob Caricato and Marshall Diane. Marshall, Diane.
Thank you very much, Tim.
No, a pleasure, guys. Always nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with more and more with Luann right after this.
Surprise.
He did the mash,
He did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
Going on to the spirit in the sky. It's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and the name of to rest.
We're going kind of out of order today since we started late. And rather than make Laura, hello Laura.
Good morning.
Welcome to Fur and Feathers Friday, or Feline Friday.
Feline Friday today.
Yeah, Laura from the Humane Society and Pip.
Pip Squeak.
We rather than make Laura sit and wait with Pip for 45 minutes to get on the air, we decided to bump you up on the show.
Pip appreciates that. He likes his wet food breakfast.
Wet food breakfast, and now of course he has his wet food breakfast because Luann is a suck-up and a really nice person, and she bought a whole case of cat food in, and I forgot.
They will really appreciate that.
I'm going to the grocery store after work today, and I'm gonna bring you wet food. I will not be outdone by Luann Young.
Well, thank you.
Now, Laura, Pip
Yes.
was brought into the Humane Society
Pip was left in our night deposit box.
in the night deposit box.
Yes.
What do you believe is true about this cat?
We get a feeling from him. I mean, we see it a lot. We think his owner may have passed away just from his behavior in the shelter, and we think maybe family, whether allergies or whatever reason, couldn't keep him and put him in the night deposit box.
Put in the night deposit box. So once again, just a message to our viewers that if you are dropping a pet off that you can no longer care for, that a family can no longer care for, just do them a favor and leave a little note with the name and anything about the cat, what it eats, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you'll take care of the cat and you'll get the cat adopted, but it does help when we have some background.
Yeah, we actually had a really hard time when Pip first came in because he was almost acting depressed, and with his age, he's a senior, he's almost 10.
Almost 10 years old.
We figure, and we
tell
couldn't
by
get him
teeth?
to eat.
How do you tell by
Teeth and eyes.
Eyes, okay.
After 7 years old, their eyes start to cloud and they sort of granulate in a little way.
So he was depressed and he wouldn't eat?
Yeah, we ended up putting him on an appetite stimulant, and we tried probably about 15 different types of cat food, and then we found what he liked.
You did?
Finally.
What is it?
Fancy Feast Crunchies.
Of course you do,
Yes.
Pip.
So
Pip is fixed.
Yes, he came in neutered.
He came in neutered, so somebody obviously did care for this
Yeah.
cat.
Especially feeding Fancy Feast.
And he's fit.
Yeah, he is.
He's got
a good size.
He's a good sized cat.
Yeah.
Extremely social.
He is, absolutely. We've had him out loose with a number of cats in the shelter, and he just does his own thing.
He does, and in the green room, a lot of people in there this morning, and he just wandered around and said hello, and he went exploring through the studio.
Yeah, that's what he does. He kind of, he wanders
Low
around.
maintenance.
Very, yeah.
And Halloween, black cat. Come on, it's the perfect time.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking, you said one of the other cats that Pip gets along with at the shelter is, what's the cat's name?
His formal name is Jesse James, but
Jesse
we
James.
call him Boo Boo.
Boo Boo?
Yeah.
And Jesse's been on the show. Boo
He
Boo.
had been, yeah.
But you've decided to sort of adopt him as a shelter cat.
Yes,
You
he
have,
is.
you have several animals that become near and dear to you, and that you just decide, you know what, we're just going to let this animal live with us. We've
Yeah,
got the
we have
space.
3 shelter cats, and we have a shelter parrot.
Now, the shelter parrot is a story I love. Okay, so originally owned by a barber or something?
Originally in a barber shop, yes.
Okay.
I believe the barber shop was in Echo Bay.
Okay.
And
The barber must have liked curling.
well, or pastor, or the
pastor.
pastor liked curling.
So
Yeah.
a pastor adopts the parrot.
Yes, after the barber shop closed,
Okay.
and lived with him, and he yells, he swears.
The parrot swears. This parrot belonged to a pastor, but he drops the F-bomb?
Yes, he does. When he's yelling to sweep the floor.
About curling.
Yes, we think it's about curling. Well, obviously, sweep the floor. We thought it was about the barber shop at first.
Oh!
But then
could
we
be
found
that.
out, no, we found out from somebody who knew the pastor that it was the curling.
This parrot loves curling.
He gets so excited. He screams when it comes on, and he
Curses.
yells, "Let's go!"
Let's go.
Sings opera.
Sings opera. And you say that parrot's 25 years old.
25 years old.
And so it just lives at the shelter with you
Yeah,
guys.
he's bonded quite strongly with our manager, Cindy, who's been on the show.
Cindy, yeah.
And so he just lives there.
That's so great that you guys do that once in a while.
Yeah, we
Just
got him a
adopt
massive cage, and he's just
Yeah.
a happy guy now.
Now look at this, beautiful. Who doesn't want you? I kind of do, but I say that every time you bring a pet in.
I know.
And then Keith always says, we can't have any more animals. I wonder how this cat would be with dogs.
I don't think he'd care, honestly. Just
He's that easy going.
no,
eh?
when he was on the stray side for a while, we had to keep him longer because it was the food issue. We'd walk dogs past him, and he didn't even care.
Didn't even care.
No.
So there you go. If you're looking for a mature male neutered cat, only $50, well cared for, you know what it likes to eat. Beautiful Halloween. Although don't just buy a black cat for Halloween. This beautiful cat is going to be yours for a lifetime.
Absolutely.
Laura, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to
We'll
you.
see you next Friday
Yes, you
again
will.
for Fur and Feathers and Feline Fridays.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Pip. And the reason you call this cat Pip is...
He squeaks. So, wait, he doesn't meow, he squeaks. So his name is Pipsqueak. And he actually likes his name. He comes to it now. So.
He does?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So he's smart. You've only had him since...
A month.
A month, and he already knows his
Yeah.
name. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find Laura at the Humane Society. They're open this weekend, noon
to 5.
Noon to 5 on the weekend, and we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim, and the news coming up after this. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here, Wendy McIsaac.
Hi.
Hi, Donna. Nice to see you
Hello,
too.
Timothy.
We see Donna all the time. It's Fall Festival Friday, and Donna Hilsinger is the executive director of the Fall Festival. But enough about you.
Yes.
So, Wendy McIsaac, you've been to Sault Ste. Marie before.
I have. This is my third time.
Third? Mm-hmm. So last year you were here as part of the festival?
Yes.
With, let me say it, say it right, Biolach?
That's pretty darn good.
Do you say it?
Biolach.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, pretty darn good. I was right on.
You were pretty much right on.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yeah.
You hail from Cape Breton.
Yes, Craignish, Cape Breton, a little tiny community on the west side.
You've been fiddling for 30 years?
35 years.
35 years.
Mm-hmm.
And
Since I was 2.
And you studied with Stan Chapman, right?
I did.
I know. And Stan also taught Ashley, your cousin Ashley McIsaac, who was as famous as you, if not a little bit more. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings, but he's pretty international. Well, you're international. You've been all over the world. Mm-hmm. And he also taught Natalie McMaster.
Yes.
And you've played with her too.
Yes. Yeah,
and you've also played with you regularly play with Mary Jane Lamond. Mm-hmm. But this time, who are you with this time around?
I am here with my cousin Ashley.
With your cousin Ashley.
Yeah, and Chris Babineau is going to be here from Shedda Camp, Cape Breton. He's playing guitar with us as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you playing? And you're playing the grand piano, not just the fiddle.
I know.
It's a beautiful piano, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the conservatory.
And that show is tonight, Tim.
At the machine shop.
Tonight at the machine shop, 8 p.m.
Do we still have tickets available, Donna?
There are tickets at the door, or you can pick them up at the box. But it's a pretty full show.
It is.
Yes, lots of people.
Of course it is. It's the McIsaacs.
I know. I'm excited to have two McIsaacs in town at the same time.
And you are cousins.
Yes.
Did you play together when you were growing up?
Well, when we started.
I mean fiddles.
Yeah. Yeah. We played dinkies, and we started at the exact same time.
You did?
Yeah.
Ashley's father used to drive us quite a lot to Antigonish to see Stan. So it would be about a 50-minute drive every Friday night.
I've been to Antigonish.
Yeah?
Yeah. I told you my brother was an RCMP officer in Cape Breton, so I traveled out there when I was 12, and I've never forgotten it.
There you go.
Yeah. So you also step dance?
I do. That's the first thing I learned how to do.
My
mom taught me how to dance.
You were like 3 years old or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you still step dance in the shows?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, eh? You keep it up.
It's fun. Yeah, I really like dancing, actually.
You quite a career now. So how has it been for you? I mean, did you think you'd reach this kind of success when you started off in little old...
Well, I didn't think I was going to do this as a career. I actually was trying to get in the RCMP myself.
Were you?
Yes, back when I was 20.
What happened?
I just got really busy with music.
Really?
Yeah, I was asked to do the Cape Breton Summertime Review, the Canadian tour, and then I started playing with Mary Jane Lamond in her band.
Right.
And
and you formed Biolach what year? Did you start it, or was it a mutual kind of a thing? Were you the driving force behind it?
All of the band members, and actually Ashley's sister Lisa was the first fiddler in it with Maddie Rankin, and it just kind of started to get going. Lisa moved to Toronto, and then they asked if I wanted to be a part of it. So then I jumped in with everything.
Everything, both dancing feet and both fiddling hands. And 11 years with Biolach?
Pretty much 11 years of hard touring. Yeah, we still do some gigs here and there, and we're kind of toying with the idea of recording again, so we'll see if that happens.
So tonight, what are we going to hear tonight then from you and your cousin, and what's the other gentleman's name? I'm sorry.
Chris Babineau.
Chris Babineau.
Yeah.
What are we going to hear?
You'll hear all kinds of, Ashley sort of standards, it's maybe some things from his record with Chris.
Okay.
Some of the sort of heavy hitters, and then we'll do lots of trad stuff.
The one with Chris, is that FDLR? No, that was Jay Andrews, sorry.
That's right, yeah, Jay Andrews comes up and plays with him quite a lot as well. Yeah.
So, for anybody who not familiar with Ashley McIsaac, one of the great things that Ashley did for trad music was the crossover to electro, to pop, all that kind of stuff, right? And I mean, he's got beatboxers that perform with him. He's really gone. He's taken Celtic music and fiddle music and taken it mainstream, really.
Yeah, definitely.
You yourself have won a number of awards, young lady. The one that I really, National Public Radio was a favorite of mine, and you won the 2012 Top 10 Folk Americana Album of the Year on National Public Radio.
We were in the top 10, yes, and it was only a month after the album was released, so we were totally. That's one of the the greatest things.
I would have thought so also. Yeah. Music Nova Scotia 2013 Traditional Roots Recording of the Year. 2013 was a good year for you.
was a good
Canadian
year.
Folk Music Award 2013 Album of the Year. Then East Coast Musician Association, they love you. You get nominated. You get nominated like every year, and you won Group Recording in 2014 and Instrumental Recording of the Year in 2015. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think it's a good thing you didn't go into the RCMP.
Maybe.
Although I did notice, I can't help but notice, when you picked up your fiddle in the green room, you have you have good arms. Do you work out, or is that just from holding the fiddle up there?
I don't know.
You got good arms.
Thanks.
You're well. Yeah. See,
I
did you see that?
had 3 brothers.
You had to fight.
I had to take care of
You had to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And do you speak Gaelic, or do you just sing it?
I do speak a little bit, but not like mostly the bad words.
Oh, can you say any words in Gaelic?
Well, like
That aren't bad?
how are you is Cumadahatchif.
Cumadahatchif.
And then glaive means very good. You know, I'm well.
Glaive? I thought that was a
Glaive.
booze.
It is.
It is. See, ask what alcohol she knows.
There you go.
She's an honorary East Coaster.
Yes.
Maybe we should
fit in well.
Maybe we should talk to Donna a little bit, Wendy.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Donna. Sorry to.
I love that we're here sharing stories from people who've traveled from somewhat far away to come and perform for the Fall Festival. And Wendy also this week did some educational performances as well. Worked with some music students at Case Music and went to Aggie McCarthy's grade 4 class.
Yeah.
Was it grade 4?
Grade 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you do teach, though. I mean, this is something that you actually do back home.
I do teach out of my home during the winter if it slows down, and then I do all kinds of workshops around the world and camps and things like that.
Workshops around the world. So cool. I love my job because I get to meet these people who do these amazing things with their lives. So anyway, tell me who else is going to be doing amazing things here in Sault Ste. Marie.
So tonight is the show with Ashley and Wendy and Chris, and then our final show of the season, Thursday, November 1st. Mary Walsh of Codco and This Hour Has 22 Minutes fame.
Yes.
Marg Delahunty.
Yes.
And the fan.
Remember her showing up at the to talk to the prime ministers just out of the blue as Mark Delahunty?
Yes. So Mary will be here for November 1st, and that's our final show of the season. But we have a special performance that our organization is going to present on December 9th, which is
this one
friends of Wendy, so Natalie McMaster and Danelle Leahy, with all of their children, and A Celtic Family Christmas. And that show is selling very well, and I highly recommend for people who want to make sure they have tickets to get them soon.
Is that going to be trad roots music and Christmas fair as well?
It's Cape Breton tunes, but the show is designed to represent what Christmas is like in Cape Breton. So the family traditions and the songs
beautiful.
and so on.
Where's that? Is that at the big theater?
That'll be at the theater at White Pines.
That's going to be a big one. I was going to ask you, have you played with that whole family, the Leahys McMasters?
Well, Natalie and I grew up together as well. Like we all live really, really close together. Within a kilometer, Ashley, Natalie, and I live.
Really?
Yes. And we did loads and loads of driving the roads and doing dances and community concerts.
Dances?
Yeah.
You used to go to step dance in your community and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask you something else, though. I know, time is running out, but I'm not done yet. You're gonna play for us.
Well, yes.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to go to commercial, and we're going to change sets, and we're going to come back, and you're going to do some fiddling for us, and I'm going to gather my thoughts. Because I just get too excited. So don't go anywhere. We're going to have Wendy McIsaac play for us right here at ONNtv in Sault Ste. Marie. And then you're going to go see her tonight at the Machine Shop. Get your tickets now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wendy McIsaac. She just said she's going to give me a little dance lesson. I can't say no to that.
No.
What do I do?
Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do a jig step.
A jig step.
Yeah.
Yes.
Teach me how to do a
Jig steps
step.
are in threes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
So
3,
you
like
step,
triplets.
Yep, exactly. So you
Yes.
step on your left foot.
I step on my left.
You do a little heel out.
Heel out.
Toe back.
Toe back.
Then switch.
Switch.
Heel,
out,
toe, step. Heel, toe, step. Heel, toe, step. Heel, toe, step. Heel, toe, step.
Am I going to dance while you play then? Is
Maybe.
that the
Should we do
idea?
that?
Why don't you try it, Wendy?
Look at it.
Oh, it's fake. It's
we
fake
go,
like
ready?
everything else around here. My teeth, my hair. Ba, 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 ba.
Ooh, natural.
I could do it. Can you do a time step?
Come on, high five.
Bump it out, da-dum. You ever do a time step?
That's basically like a real step that we do. Yeah.
Look at me and Wendy McIsaac dancing. I'm so thrilled. Before you play, let's ask Donna, how'd the festival go so far?
Ooh, it's moving this morning. The festival was.
Told you everything's fake.
We're spinning around a bit here. The festival's been fabulous. The National Ballet was here last week.
I know.
I was, and we had audiences of close to 500 people come out to watch
For the ballet over the four shows.
Four shows, and I thought that was extraordinary.
Did you hear about what they did?
No.
Okay, so the National Ballet choreographed a special piece about Lauren Harris, who was one of the group of 7.
Yeah.
And they painted in this area, right?
Oh yeah. You did tell me.
100 years ago. Yeah.
And they danced interactive, like in the art gallery, with all the Lauren Harris and group of 7 work around them. The audience was surrounded by the artwork and the dancers right there.
That's so cool.
I heard it was amazing. I heard children loved it.
They did. I was thrilled to see, especially on Saturday, there were so many kids, and people were really mesmerized by it. And the dancers came out after and talked to the audience, and they were young. They were apprentice dancers. They were between the ages of 18 and 21, and they were just beautiful. And I was so proud to have that here in Sault Ste. Marie to recognize the 100th anniversary of the Group of 7 in Algoma. Like it's.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you go by the title executive director as opposed to artistic director? Because you have such great taste in the stuff that you bring in. Is it just a choice?
I don't know.
I think you should be called the executive artistic director.
I'm not really.
She should be called the A&E.
Listen, will you fiddle us out, Wendy McIsaac? You came all the way from the East Coast. You're playing tonight. I'm going. I'm kind of letting Keith know you're going to meet me and my partner tonight, okay?
Sweet.
Okay.
Sounds
and
good.
then I get to. Can you?
And I love playing at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Can you introduce me to? Can you introduce me to your cousin, though?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Wendy McIsaac, take us to commercial, please, and just fiddle us out.
I will.
I adore
Play
her.
Strats Bay and a reel.
Okay.
Okay? Play one that I wrote.
Oh, she wrote it.
So now.
That's right.
She's getting serious. Wendy McIsaac, her cousin Ashley McIsaac. Tickets are still available for the Machine Shop tonight. The show starts at
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock. You can get your tickets at the door. You can still go down to the Station Mall and get them, or you can go online and purchase them. Wendy McIsaac, Donna Hilsinger, the Fall Festival. But there's nothing to do in Sault Ste. Marie. We'll be back to say goodbye with Luann right after this.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
So, what I was saying, I don't think you could hear me over the fiddle, that there are still tickets available for Wendy and Ashley McIsaac. And
How much fun.
Well, I'm going to be dancing in the aisles tonight. 8 o'clock at the Machine Shop, great venue, licensed thing, party, Fall Festival, amazing.
Boy, Donna Hilsinger knows how to do a festival, doesn't she?
She puts on a good party, Lou.
Man, I'll tell you.
Hey, you going home to Espanola this
I'm going
weekend?
home to Espanola. So
Say
hopefully
hi
I
to
get
your
some
mother.
snow. I will. I'll say hi to my mom.
I'm still laughing about that story about her taking the driving test. That's going to become part of my repertoire.
Yes, absolutely. You don't really need to parallel park. Just go home and wait for another parking spot to come up.
We'll be
Have
back
an awesome
on
weekend.
Monday. We'll see you then.